Hey guys, Mr. Luke here and welcome to my Team of the Season Ruben Castro review. Now I'll start this off by saying that I haven't used top players in Ultimate Team. In fact, I've mostly used like Benteke and a few other players that cost a few hundred coins, so I can't put Castro up against players like Suarez and Bale and other strikers like that, and that's just because I haven't used them, and I would assume that they'd be better anyways, like much better. Now for this review, I'm going to go over some pros and cons, but before I do that, let's take a look at the team I used him in. Okay, so you can see the team here. I'm using the web app. Now we have Alves in goal. We've got Tremolinos in the left back position. We've got Martinez and PK in the centre back position. Danilo is in the right back position. I think it's Cartabia in the right mid position. He's actually quite decent. We have Rakitic in the centre mid spot, Connor Plianka left midfield, we have Koke and Isco in the can spots, and then we've got the big man, or the little man up front. We have Ruben Castro. Now if we take a look at his stats here so far, I'll just take a look at him, only in him as well. He's played 7 games for me, he scored 9 goals, so that's a pretty good return. I've played a few friendlies and I played in Division 2, so not the best plays, but I mean if you're in Division 2, like that's pretty good. I just haven't got to Division 1 yet, I haven't played enough games, but in terms of this team, basically I just put it together for the tournament. There's a few players who I've brought in. Connor Plianka I brought in. I had Rakitic the 84 on loan, one, as well as I think it was Koke's on loan. I had Isco from a pack. That Carabia guy, I bought him in for a few hundred coins. Tremolinos, Martinez, PK, Danilo, already had them in the club, and Alves I brought in. Now in terms of the competition to win him, I used Kakuta at left mid. He was really good. Alcazar at striker. And then I had Matty Ryan in goals, and I think, like I said, I just had the other players that I already talked about, the lone players. So yeah, that's the team I used him in. The lone striker up top, as you can see, and we used a 4-5-1 formation. Now back to the review. Now I'm not sure how he would have played in a strike partnership, but I've only tried him as a lone striker, so I can only comment on that. Now I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons for this card. He's quite quick, and he has 87 pace, which is important for 2 reasons. First is that he's a striker. Second is that, well, it's FIFA. Pace is everything. He's great with the ball at his feet. His touch is great, and I felt that I could dribble through defenses with ease at times. His shot is very good. I've scored all sorts of goals with Castro, from long shots to one-on-ones. I'm not the best finisher by any means, and I usually blow a lot of chances, but I found it very easy to convert chances with Castro. Lastly, I feel that his positioning was quite good. He just always seemed to be in the right place for me at the right time. Now on to the cons for Castro. He's quite small and he's very weak. I talked about how good he is at dribbling, but I also found that he would go down incredibly easy. Sometimes winning a foul, but most of the times he just didn't win a foul at all. Even when winning the foul, it was frustrating as well, because I wanted to keep the play going and he'd just go down and just kill the play. His height may also be an issue for some. Me personally, I don't cross too often, but he's not someone who is going to win headers because he's only 5'8". I used Koke and Isco behind him like you saw earlier, and I found that they got in the box and Castro stayed out, which worked well for me. So you can work around the height for sure, but that is an issue if you're into crossing and that sort of stuff. Work rates, I've never really noticed work rates that much, but he does have a medium attack, low defense, so if you're the type of person who really cares about work rates, then he might not be for you. However, I didn't really have any problems with him. Lastly, his skill moves and weak foot are only 3-star. The weak foot isn't too bad, still pretty decent, but the skill moves were a bit annoying as I got quite used to doing a Berber spin or a Ronaldo chop to beat defenders. Don't get me wrong, I'm no skiller, but I do use the occasional skill like I just mentioned. Overall, I think he's a very nice card, and considering I didn't pay anything for him, I'm very happy. I feel that if he was on the market, he'd probably be around 25 to 30k. He's a solid player, but nothing flashy. He gets the job done. I use Alcazar, like I mentioned earlier, who I picked up for a few hundred coins to win the Castro, and I find these players are pretty similar. Castro is a better version of Alcazar in my opinion. Now I'm sure that there are plenty of other La Liga or Spanish strikers that are better and aren't that expensive, but I think if you can win a tournament, you should definitely give Castro a go. Is he someone who I'd use long term? No. Is he the best striker I've used so far? Probably not, but he was very fun to use in the games I played him in, and he had a nice goal return as well. My rating for Ruben Castro is a 7.5 out of 10. That could be considered a little low considering I got him for free, but if you take away the price, that's the rating that I feel is worthy for him. Let me know in the comment section below if you've used him and how was he for you. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy the little review that I did. That's the first review I've done on Ultimate Team. Let me know if you'd like to see any more reviews, maybe the Team of Season players, maybe just other random players, something I'd definitely like to do. Anyways, like I said, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel as well. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke and YT, Facebook page description below, and I'll see you for the next episode. Bye guys.